Hi there, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for August. As this month begins, the Sun is in the part of your scope that's to do with your role in life. Now, traditionally, we think of that in terms of work and professional stuff, but everyone's different. Your role might be much more to do with your charitable activities, the stuff you do with your grandkids and stuff like this, or hobbies. But there is a fantastic angle between the Sun and Uranus in the first week of this month. Now, this suggests that an opportunity can come up to recast what you do in a new, fresh and dynamic way, but it may require you to cut the chains of something that up until now you felt very settled with, but it's almost been like a comfort blanket that can be a little bit throttling at times. So, with 3 planets also clustered, including Mars, your co-ruler, in the most expansive part of your scope as this month begins, this is giving you a lot of opportunity to just go for it. And Venus and Mars, through to the 12th, are forging a gorgeous link, which suggests there could be one friend who you can get together with in a co-conspiratorial way, and you can egg each other on. So there's a real sense of excitement that's possible. There is also the arrival of Mercury on the 4th, back at the point in Cancer, your sister water sign, where it first began that retrograde towards the end of June. Now, of course, the retrograde has long stopped, but it gets back to 23 degrees Cancer. So if you have been waiting for news on documentation, application for a higher educational course, or you've been thinking about travelling, or just about learning new skills for yourself, then I do feel that things will get better, they get speedier for you. Now, there is an opportunity, a huge opportunity, around ideas, the exchange of ideas this month, and it comes from your other co-ruler of Pluto, which is in opposition with Jupiter for the first 3 weeks of this month. If you handle this influence right, it can be tremendous, because it can see you just soaking up so many new ideas, but also being very enthusiastic about those of your own and sharing them in a very inspirational way. So if you are in a role of teaching or training or just trying to help someone on an informal basis, it can really work well. The danger is the power side of Pluto. Often when Pluto and Jupiter are in opposition, you may encounter someone who has no real appreciation of fair play, of following the rules. They will ride roughshod in order to get what they want, because Pluto can be such a ruthless influence. So if you're coming into contact in any way with the legislative process, with a lawyer, with the police, the state, be very careful. Do not try to take any shortcuts in these areas. It's vital that you stick to the straight and the narrow. Now, we are going to start to see some changes. On the 6th, there is a new moon. But this new moon, again, can give you further confidence and a boost around your role in life. But this new moon forges a great link with Jupiter, a semi-sextile, suggesting that the opportunity to grow may come in a different environment. This could mean moving for work, travelling with your work, learning with your work, or perhaps moving overseas. Could be that you're going to do something digitally, which can see you more locally, but connecting with a much wider basis of humanity. However, on the 9th, Mercury does move, and it moves to the top of your scope too, joins up there with the Sun. And there's an opportunity there really with this to train, to look at your skill set. It also can help you to have more contact with people in positions of influence. Now, on the 12th, however, Venus does move, and Venus moves into quite a muted part of your horoscope. If there are concerns around your love life, or you're in a relationship which is not completely to your satisfaction, you may have to look at this over the next 28 days, I am afraid. And it's possible that in a really weak tie, it could come to a close. And truthfulness and honesty and integrity are going to be important to this, because the Sun and also Mercury move, and they move towards in the last 10 days, the 23rd, the 24th, but then go opposite to Neptune, the dreamiest planet, or the dreamiest influence in the zodiac. And it could be that if you're in a relationship where someone's very elusive, never seems to answer your calls, always seems to have an excuse, always seems to be out of rhythm with you, while you need to think very carefully about whether they're showing true integrity to you. But equally, your own thinking could be a bit woolly, confused around your love life or your future plans during this time. When Mars moves on the 28th, it is going to help you to cut through some of the confusion. It moves to the top of your horoscope too. It gives you much greater clout and authority and confidence to get your voice heard, but it is going to be important that you're still conscious of those ethical issues that do come up this month. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.